Have you ever shared something personal with someone, only to regret it later? Maybe it was a deep struggle, a secret dream, or a kind act that you thought was between you and God, but somehow it spread like wildfire or it was used against you. The truth is, not everything in life is meant to be shared with others. While we are called to live in community, the Bible warns us to be discerning about our words and whom we trust. Proverbs 4 verse 23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." This verse is a powerful reminder that some things must be kept between us and God, or within a small, trusted circle. In today's world, oversharing is common. Social media encourages people to put their lives on display, and the more personal the story, the more attention it gets. But God's wisdom teaches us a different way. There are things that, if shared carelessly, can lead to unnecessary pain, betrayal, and even spiritual setbacks. In this video, we will explore 4 key areas that the Bible advises us to keep private. These are not just practical lessons, they are deeply spiritual truths that can protect our peace, strengthen our faith, and help us walk in God's wisdom. Stay with me to the end because this message could change the way you approach relationships, conversations, and even your own spiritual journey. 1. Your deepest personal struggles and weaknesses. Life is full of challenges, and as human beings, we all have struggles, whether they are related to sin, emotional pain, or personal hardships. There is a natural desire to seek comfort by sharing our burdens with others. However, the Bible warns us to be cautious about who we confide in. In Proverbs 11 verse 13, it is written, "A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret." This verse highlights an important truth. Not everyone is capable of handling sensitive information with care. There are people who might take our struggles and use them against us, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Even Jesus, during his time on earth, was selective about those he confided in. While he had many followers, he shared his most intimate moments and struggles with only a few: Peter, James, and John. In the Garden of Gethsemane, when he was overwhelmed with sorrow before his crucifixion, he chose to pray alone while asking his closest disciples to stay awake and pray with him. This teaches us that while support is valuable, some struggles must be brought before God rather than shared with others. When we openly discuss our weaknesses with the wrong people, we risk exposing ourselves to judgment, criticism, or even betrayal. Satan often uses these moments to discourage us, making us feel weak and isolated. This is why God calls us to seek him first. Psalm 46 verse 1 reassures us, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble." Instead of seeking validation or sympathy from people, we should turn to God, who understands our pain and has the power to strengthen us. It is also wise to surround ourselves with mature believers who can offer godly counsel and pray for us. The Bible encourages us to seek wisdom and guidance from those who walk closely with God, rather than airing our struggles to just anyone. 2. Your future plans and dreams. Dreams and aspirations are a gift from God. He places desires and ambitions in our hearts for a purpose. However, the Bible advises us to be careful about revealing our plans too soon. Not everyone will celebrate our vision, and some may even work against it. A powerful example of this can be found in the story of Joseph. In Genesis 37 verses 5 to 11, Joseph received dreams from God, revealing that he would one day be in a position of great authority. Excited, he shared these dreams with his brothers. Instead of being happy for him, they became jealous and plotted against him. Their jealousy led them to sell Joseph into slavery, thinking they could prevent his destiny. Joseph's story serves as a warning about prematurely sharing our dreams with those who may not understand or support them. Many times when we share our plans, we expose ourselves to negativity, discouragement, or even direct opposition. Some people, out of envy or misunderstanding, may try to hinder what God is doing in our lives. Proverbs 16 verse 9 reminds us, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." This verse encourages us to trust in God's timing. Instead of announcing our plans to the world, we should quietly work on them while praying for God's guidance. Jesus himself often moved in silence. In many instances, after performing miracles, he told people not to spread the news. He understood that his mission required patience, timing, and obedience to the Father's plan. If we truly believe that our future is in God's hands, we should rely on him to bring our dreams to pass. Let our actions speak louder than our words, and let God's blessings unfold in his perfect timing. 3. Your good deeds and acts of charity. In today's world, many people feel the need to showcase their good deeds for recognition. Social media is filled with people broadcasting their acts of kindness, expecting praise from others. However, the Bible teaches a different approach, one of humility and quiet generosity. Matthew 6 verses 1 to 4 provides a clear command. Be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. God values acts of kindness done in humility. When we seek approval from people, we lose the true reward that comes from God. The Pharisees in Jesus' time were known for making public displays of their good deeds, but Jesus rebuked them, saying that their reward was already given in the form of human praise. True generosity comes from a heart that seeks to honor God, not from a desire to be admired by others. Proverbs 19 verse 17 says, "Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done." This means that when we give in secret, God himself acknowledges and blesses us. Instead of seeking human recognition, we should cultivate a spirit of quiet giving. Whether it is helping the needy, supporting a friend, or making a charitable contribution, we should do it with a heart that seeks to glorify God rather than ourselves. 4. The secrets and sins of others. One of the greatest responsibilities we have as believers is to protect the trust of others. When someone confides in us, we must handle their secrets with care. Unfortunately, many people fall into the trap of gossip, betraying the confidence of those who trusted them. The Bible warns us in Proverbs 20 verse 19, "A gossip betrays a confidence, so avoid anyone who talks too much." This verse is a strong reminder that spreading someone else's private matters is not only harmful, but also sinful. Gossip destroys relationships, creates division, and damages reputations. Instead of exposing someone's mistakes, we should seek to encourage and restore them. 1 Peter 4 verse 8 teaches us, "Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins." This does not mean we should ignore sin, but rather that we should handle it with wisdom, prayer, and discretion. Jesus demonstrated this beautifully when he encountered the woman caught in adultery. Instead of publicly shaming her, he extended grace and encouraged her to leave her life of sin. If we find ourselves in a position where someone shares their struggles with us, we should pray for them rather than gossip about them. As followers of Christ, our words should build others up, not tear them down. In a world that encourages oversharing, the Bible teaches us to be wise and discerning with our words. Not everything is meant to be shared with others, and revealing too much can lead to unnecessary pain, betrayal, or spiritual setbacks. We have discussed 4 key areas that should be kept private: personal struggles, future plans, good deeds, and family issues. Each of these can be used against us if shared with the wrong people. Proverbs 21 verse 23 says, "Those who guard their mouths and their tongues keep themselves from calamity." This reminds us that protecting our words is also protecting our peace. Instead of sharing everything with people, we should first take our concerns to God in prayer. He is our refuge and strength, the one who truly understands us. We should also seek counsel only from trustworthy and spiritually mature individuals. By keeping certain things private, we invite God's wisdom into our lives. We protect our hearts, our relationships, and our walk with him. So before you share, ask yourself, is this necessary? Will this glorify God? If not, keep it between you and him. May God grant you wisdom, discernment, and the strength to guard your heart. Stay blessed